Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 2 Battle Pass skins, map changes, and new features are already being leaked earlier than ever. A design company accidentally revealed some skin concepts that were only supposed to be seen at Epic, and well, they may have spoiled a big part of the story because now we see there is a young Midas in the works. Now that we're back in time before the Imagined Order was even a thing, it makes sense that young Midas could come into the picture in the story because we saw him being taught by the IO at its early stages. I mean, it really does line up perfectly because we were first introduced to Midas in Chapter 2 Season 2, and now we're about to be in Season 2 of Chapter 4. There was also this weird futuristic looking variant of Midas in a public skin survey that everybody could see, so I guess it's possible this could be the version we see too, but I'd say that's way less likely. Either way, I give 5 of my subscribers every single day, so if you want any of the new skins that could possibly be coming, make sure to turn on all notifications and leave a comment with your Epic ID, and this could be you in my next video. And well, if you guys plan on buying something anyway, please just take 2 seconds to put Doom in the Fortnite item shop when you log on. It really means the world to me. But also guys, I'm sure you've all seen the clips of first person mode at this point because they accidentally let people enable it in Save the World, and then it carried over to Battle Royale for some reason. So I'd say there's a very good chance we're gonna see that in Season 2 as well. But everyone seems to have forgot the weapon charms feature that was leaked a while back. There obviously wouldn't be a better time to release this feature, and it might even be more than just weapon charms because there was a whole cosmetics section called apparel. So maybe we could be seeing some more customization of our cosmetics across the board. It turns out Epic was working on something like this way back in the day, but it wasn't until recently that there was actually something in the game files related to it. An official Epic concept that was just released though is the Battle Jet Ski. You can see it's got a rocket engine with missiles equipped and is available in 3 different colors. So this thing is way cooler than the boats, and I hope they actually end up using this. But honestly, I think we'll need another flood on the island or something to make this thing useful. You guys may have also forgot that last season, Epic actually added the police cars back to the files, so there's always a possibility they're gonna bring those back too. I feel like nobody would have really cared about the police cars when cars first became a thing, but now that we've been waiting for so long, I think there might actually be some hype behind it. But moving on to a battle pass skin that I know all of you guys are excited to get your hands on is Miles Morales. The web slingers have just been added and updated in the files this season, so there is a chance that Miles finally makes his way into the Fortnite Omniverse. Jao Felipe has an awesome concept of Miles already that I think we'd all be happy with, honestly. He's got emotes, a pickaxe, a Peter Porker backbling, so his set is pretty much complete already if Epic wants it. Now, since the next Miles Morales movie doesn't release until June of this year, there is a possibility that we might have to wait till Season 3 because each season lasts around 3 months long, and Season 2 is coming out on like March 12th. So Season 3 is probably going to come out around the beginning of June, which lines up perfectly with that movie. So I guess if they're going to try and capitalize on the full hype of Miles, they might push it back a season, but who really knows? I mean, I don't know why else they'd be updating the web slingers in the files right now. The next battle pass skin we can probably expect is the Dark Scientist. Thanks to Amy making her test portal and sending some objects through it, we know that anything that goes through it seems to get corrupted, and I mean, the objects say themselves that the scientist has become a darker version of himself, and this most likely goes for the rest of the 7 that went missing too, but Amy has specifically went on a mission to retrieve the scientist, so I imagine we'll at least get him back. I imagine he'll be in his dark form for a little bit until he recovers and gets back to his old self, so that's why we're gonna have a dark version. So just like we had the Reality 659 version of the Paradigm, we're probably gonna have a different reality version of the scientist this time around. When the final Oathbound quests become available, I'm sure we'll have a much better idea on the specifics, but I really doubt that Amy's gonna save him and bring him back before the season even ends. So on a less evil note, we know in Season 2 that we're gonna be getting an Easter event, and this will include challenges for free rewards, of course. It's already in the files. And I was doing some research and I realized that this skin survey, we were actually expecting to be a battle pass skin for Chapter 4 Season 1 because of the spray that came out before it, and the skin has 2 styles, so it kind of made sense. But then when I was looking at this again, I was thinking maybe this could be an Easter skin, I don't know. So that could be a little bit of a stretch, but I don't know, I just thought I'd mention it. We also also know that the chickens on the island are actually going to lay eggs, and I don't think we know exactly what's gonna come out of the eggs, but that could have some surprises for us too. I don't think it's gonna be the same eggs that we had on the island before that gave us like low gravity or whatever, but I guess it could just be those types of eggs. I don't know. The egg launcher will be returning, of course, as well, and then on top of that, we're gonna get some brand new Easter styled rift encounters. So I'd say depending on the free rewards and the item shop skins, this could be a pretty solid Easter event. I don't think there were any specific map changes related to Easter. However, there are a lot of other season 2 points of interest that have already been leaked. The first one is named in the files Throne Roam, which obviously most people think this should read Throne Room. And this is kind of interesting to me because we already kind of have like a throne room for the Ageless. So the fact there's going to be a completely new one is pretty interesting. And I guess you could say this is another reason that Midas could be coming, because he is a king too. But our next POI is actually codenamed Small Gym, which obviously doesn't sound like it'll be a POI. Maybe it'll just be one of those small landmarks. But it turns out we saw something like this all the way back in the Chapter 1 Season 9 cinematic trailer. So maybe this could be it, because I don't think this was ever actually on the Battle Royale island. And then I just remembered that actually Meowscles had his own workout room too in Chapter 2 Season 2. So hopefully we're getting a repeat of Chapter 2 Season 2, and maybe we'll get a different version of Meowscles, and then we'll get the younger Midas too. That would be the absolute ideal season, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously this is a lot of speculation here. You guys also have to remember that there was a Titled Towers POI that was leaked in the files too. And yes, it's called Titled and not Tilted. Once again, I don't know if all these spelling mistakes are on purpose or it's just the Epic employees trying to mess with us or what, but obviously we have the tilted clock tower on the map right now, so I don't know if that whole cave is gonna get melted or what. I'm not really sure what's gonna end up happening with this, but we should see Tilted return. And then finally guys, this bamboo just randomly popped up in a recent update next to the Citadel, and it's completely unbreakable, which is pretty weird too. So some people were thinking this could be kind of our first season 2 teaser in game. And basically the only thing that bamboo really connects to that's been in Fortnite is Lucky Landing when we had bamboo in that POI. So maybe when we activate the rift gate, something weird's gonna happen and we're gonna get old points of interest back. I don't really know. That's just a theory. Another theory people were saying in my last Easter eggs video was that this could be a Kung Fu Panda Easter egg, and then maybe Kung Fu Panda could be coming, which would be pretty funny if this ends up happening, I'm not gonna lie. So if Epic wasn't planning on doing this, they definitely should do it now. But yeah, if you guys have any theories about any of these POIs, please put them down in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys think. And now moving on to some weapons and features we can expect in season 2. We still have that power guitar item that kind of works like the old boombox we had back in the day that destroys stuff around it. That got leaked in the very beginning of this season and pretty much nothing has come out of it. So hopefully they didn't scrap it completely. And then we also have that Firefly launcher that's been in the files since the beginning of this season. And this thing is pretty cool too. I don't know obviously how good it's going to be against people, but it's definitely an awesome concept of a weapon. There's also supposed to be new types of NPCs that are specifically named AI healers, which means you'll go up to them and hire them like you can with NPCs now, and they will follow you around and heal you every 6 seconds with chug splashes. They already have dialogue in the files too, so when they're following you, they'll say, seriously, I can heal you if you need me to. And this type of NPC will be way more useful than how they are now when you hire them, because they don't really help you in fights at all, to be honest. They kind of just get in the way. So I'm looking forward to this edition. We also know there's supposed to be new movement mechanics coming to the game, such as wall running and some sort of jump slide ability. If you guys have never used wall running in a game before, it's actually a really cool feature. Lastly, apparently there is a double jump ability in the works too, which actually may be an augment. Now there are a ton more leaked augments of different abilities, including increasing your shotgun fire rate, giving you night weapons, and even some special unknown items. Fire Monkey says there's gonna be an augment that brings back the railgun too, so that'll be pretty cool. I kind of miss that weapon. And then, well, the last augment leak worth mentioning is the Dragon Armory that will probably be giving you either the Dragon Breath shotgun or the sniper or both. And I'm gonna pray that this is a teaser for dragons themselves to actually come, because I'm still holding on to that rideable flying animals leak we got so long ago. And then finally, guys, it looks like we're actually gonna get Creative 2.0 at the start of the season, so that could be a game changer for Fortnite overall. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you learned something new, and definitely check out this video if you missed it.